to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. A warrant is the right to buy a company's stock at a specific price or range over a certain time period. The warrant acts like an option, but it issues stock which dilutes the cap table. Founders raising funding offer warrants to incentivize investors to fund the company. Warrant coverage is the number of warrants an investor receives based on the size of their investment. It is typically stated as a percentage, such as 5% or 10%. Here's how to calculate warrant coverage. Take the number of shares at a specific price per share as the initial investment. Take the number of shares to be provided as warrants. Divide the number of warrants by the number of shares of the initial investment to reach a warrant coverage amount. Here's an example. The founder offers 50,000 additional shares to those who invest 500,000 shares at $3 per share. The warrant coverage is 50,000 divided by 500,000 at $3 per share, generating a 10% warrant coverage. Consider these calculations in offering warrants in your fundraise. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start hustling today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.